So,
What's up? What's going on?
how's everything going for you?
Everything's going well. Just starting off my day, beautiful day. Make sure to hydrate, drink my water, moisturize, all that little good stuff. How's your day been?
It's been long. It's been long. I'm actually supposed to
Mm,
fly out there tomorrow, but it's supposed to be a snowstorm. So I'm trying to see
mm.
what's going on with that. And then I do have my regular job, and that'd be stressing me out. So it's a long day, but my birthday's on Friday, so I'm excited.
Hey, happy early birthday, now. Happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. Love to see it. Love to see birthdays.
We'll get to less snow days eventually, so I'll be happy then.
Exactly.
So like I know you said that you live in Atlanta right now. Are you originally from there? You were born and raised there?
Oh, no, I wasn't born and raised in Atlanta. I was actually born in Nigeria. But my parents immigrated to America when I was about 4 years old. And I've been living in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta area for about 16, 18 years of my life. So yeah.
That's actually really cool. Have you been back since you left?
Unfortunately, no. Just to do the different complications with things.
Right.
Like, I was supposed to go some years, but the money wasn't there. And
Yeah.
just different things. But I think my goal is by the end of 2022, I go back and really be see my people, see where I come from, because that's a big part of who I am. So the missing piece would just to go back and see where everything started, basically.
Yeah, and I love that because a lot of my friends who are also from Nigeria, they share the same sentiment. Like they haven't been back since they've been young, or even those who weren't born there, they just have so much family over there, but they haven't had the opportunity to go back. And they're just like, look, I'm going. And I'm like, well, when you go, let me know, because I'm going to.
You should go one day. You should really go one day. No, like I tell everybody, whether you African American, whether you Hispanic, whether you Asian, go see, Africa, because I think a lot of times we see Africa in like one viewpoint, like the huts and like the children starving.
I've seen pictures of what it really is, and
there's so much more. There's a whole beautiful side. There's whole cities. There's whole cultures. There's a whole lot of different cultures that are in Africa, that are in specific places. Maybe you're going to Nigeria or Congo, or you're going to Kenya, or you're going to Ghana. Like all these different places have their own certain set of different traditions and things like that. And when you really like go out and try to experience it, it's just gonna make you open your eyes and open to the world.
That's my plan. Once we able to really go outside, Corona kind of is in the past. Hopefully, who knows where this thing is going. But hopefully, I just really want to travel because I don't see myself wanting to do something more. I don't want to get old and be like, dang, I never got to see such and such. I think that's just crazy.
Yeah.
So I definitely, it's on my bucket list for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I know you do photography and you do graphic as well. I really, I got drawn quicker to just me personally, I got drawn quicker to your graphics because like I said in email, I saw your Brent one. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. Like I literally saved it and everything. And then the Megan one, I love that one too.
The Megan one, yeah, that's a lot of people's favorite too.
Yeah, like those were so tough. So I want to know, like, which one did you kind of get started with first? Like, did you do photography first and then do like graphics, or like it's just creatively? Where did you get your start?
Okay, so I got my creative start around I'd say like 11 years old. So like I got my first phone. I got my first my first smartphone and everything, and I was just looking around at the wallpapers, and I was just like, bro, I don't like any of this stuff. Like all this is just too generic,
Right.
There's a whole bunch of just cookie cutter stuff you see, and I was just like, bro, you know what? If I want like stuff that's dope to me. Right. So I'm gonna make my own. So I swear, like I went to the app store and I found any photo editing app I can use, and I did that. I've downloaded every one of them. I would take pictures of celebrities, rappers, musicians that I looked up to, or at the time that I was interested in, and I would make like certain edits. And then at the time it was horrible because I didn't know what graphic design was at the time. I was just trying to wallpapers. Yeah, I was just trying to make wallpapers for myself. Right. I didn't know where it was gonna lead to. So as I was doing it, the like the art form I started paying more attention to the art form of things. Mm-hmm. And then like I would post my stuff on a separate page on Instagram, and I was getting like a backing. And then I found this little community with graphic designers, like around my age, like 14, 15, 16, just taking, whether it was apps or even when the people that were doing Photoshop at the time, taking their designs and posting it out for the world. And I kind of grew with that. And then my interest just grew ever since then. And then my experience just grew. You know what I'm saying? Like it just grew from when I was 11 to when I first got Photoshop when I was 16. I remember the date. It was April 5th, 2000 and, what was it? 2016? No, it was 2015, because that was my birthday. 2015, I got Photoshop. That's all I wanted for my birthday. All I wanted was Photoshop, because all the people that I followed were using Photoshop at the time. So I got Photoshop. I literally did not sleep for 3 days trying to learn the program. Seriously, 3 days. Spent every waking hour just making whatever I wanted into my head. I think I made like 8 different designs in those span of 3 days. And that just taught me the fundamentals of I can make anything in my head come true. And I could put, I could create a world within this platform that could release out to the world. So ever since then, man, it's just this whole creative thing just took me for a long ride, And then I didn't pick up photography until I was in college. So I went into college as a graphic design major, and I was a photography minor, but I knew nothing about photography. I just knew it was just, it was in the creative realm. So there was this girl, she was taking photos off her iPhone, but like it was like in a different type of way. It was in a different type of approach. I was like, wait, okay, I see the vision. So you know what, let me, you know what I'm saying? So right. I accompanied her with all this shoots. She would actually be scheduling shoots like. So, and this is off an iPhone now. Like she would be like, yeah, I have a client at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'm like, okay. Let me tag along with you. And then it was just that experience of taking pictures and seeing like everybody interact with, what the background was, or being able to just interact with the camera and just seeing like at the time, like all those pieces and all those, all those different moving parts come together for a story. Just made everything magical. And I was like, I want to be a part of that. That's what I want to be a part of. And then she finally got a camera. And I remember the first day she got a camera, I saw it and I just fell in love. I was like, okay, wow, you know what? Yeah, this is what I want to do. So on my birthday again, I bought a camera. But I bought the wrong lens for the camera. I bought a Nikon camera, but a Canon lens. So I couldn't use it. And then I went back home and my father had a camera, and he said, why did you buy that when I just had a camera laying right here? I was like, I didn't even know.
Right.
So I took my father's camera, and my photography start was kind of slow because at the time, I'm in the area where there's not a lot of, artistic, innovative thinking. There's a lot of, just stagnant, it's a stagnant mindset. And a lot of people my age were already in college, so they're not even at home. They're in different states and different college towns. So it's kind of hard trying to find my clientele and find my style. But for the few people, I started shooting with, I mainly shot my friends and stuff just as practice. Like, it really just opened my eyes to like there's a difference between graphic design and photography. There's some things I would do with graphic design I can't do with photography, right. And vice versa. So just being able to be in the mindset of now I'm a photographer now too. You feel what I'm saying? So like now I gotta think different and I gotta do things different. Okay. If I'm shooting this, I'm shooting at this location with this person, and they have a certain type of skin tone. I can't just go willy nilly and just pull out my camera. I gotta adjust everything.
Right.
And
I'm glad that you know that, because I know that for a fact, and I'm not a photographer, and I know some photographers who don't do that. It's just like, I'm gonna give you time to practice. Everyone has to get practice, and it's a learning experience with anything that you do, for sure. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, people don't understand, like, behind the work you see and behind the pictures I may post, there's a thousand, a million% of, there's a lot of work that goes behind that. There's a lot of manpower. There's a lot of man hours I put in. There's a lot of practice I put in. There's designs that I've had. I think I've made over 1,000 designs since I was taking it serious. So I took it serious when I was like 17. There's 1,000 different designs I have out there. You might only see maybe in my post, like maybe in my portfolio I might put 100 of them, maybe 90, but there's 1,000 of them out there because those are just my practice. I mean, just like this photo shoot I did just for practice back then that I don't post now. You know, it's all a practice thing. It's still a craft. I want to master my craft, and whenever I can master my craft, I do it because it's just gonna make my artwork when I finally decide to make a piece.
Right.
And make that, you know, so much greater, and it's gonna come out with so much more quality, and it's gonna come up with so much more thought into it. Because I can't just stay stagnant. I can't just, you know, keep doing, you know, one thing and feeling like I'm a professional. I just does this, so I'm just not gonna practice.
Right.
No, you need practice. Practice. You know, it keeps you foundational to where your craft starts at. It keeps you in the foundation. It keeps you, and it's a building block to what your projects can be. You know, so I always try to practice as much as I can.
No, that's definitely key, because I know so many people who get discouraged when something doesn't work out, like off rip. You have your first thought and then you're like, I don't know, you start changing stuff, and then it's just like, I don't know. Like, you have so many like of those type of situations that you can have a project that comes out like that, or you can have something that takes forever, and it's just the creative mind and the creative process, and that just be how it is.
Exactly. Like when you start doing stuff on your own, like, cause like I feel like what a lot of people that do is self-taught, because I'm self-taught in both avenues. You start doing a lot of stuff that you think is normal for you, that be like, oh, you know, you was doing this, and you know you've been doing this the whole time, and you just hadn't noticed because, you know, you didn't have that person to tell you. You were just doing it you was doing what you felt like was, you know, necessary to, you know, put it out this product, you know? Because for me,
okay.
yeah, for me, like, people were like, wait, you shooting manual? Like, because of, like, for photographers, like, a lot of photographers, like, they don't start off shooting at manual. I've always shot at manual because I was just like, yeah, it's like, oh, you do that? I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, that's how I think I'm supposed to do it. Am I supposed to do it a different way?
So, like, we met on Clubhouse initially.
Yeah.
And it was a small room. So do you still get on there?
Yeah, all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm addicted to that app. I'm addicted to it. There's no other.
I think it's because you in Atlanta. I don't know. Atlanta is deep in Clubhouse for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. No, there's like a small little community of Atlanta folk that really be on it, like, faithfully. Like, I thought it was the New York people. Nah, when Atlanta is out, Atlanta be out now. Like, they be in the rooms and stuff like that.
Sure, so, yeah. Do. I'm from New York, and I can't stand going to New York rooms. Like, I cannot. It's just too much. It's just like really loud. It's funny though. It's funny, but it's just really loud, and it's aggressive. That's just everybody want to say.
Yeah, it's aggressive.
It's aggressive.
That's what I've noticed. Like, when you come down south, or you hear from someone from the south talk, like, I don't know. It's just, people like to say, oh, you know, your accent's smooth and whatnot. You talking smooth and all that. It's just like, bro, this is how we talk. Like, we don't, like, it ain't no, like, this is how I grew up talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really change the way I do. I don't really like to yell because it doesn't do nothing to nobody. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we all just chill individuals and shit like that. So, yeah, we might as well be chill. What the hell is all that, you know, screaming and fussing for? Like, you don't need to do all that. Like, necessary.
That's funny. Because it's really the sentiment. Like, I will say, like, y'all talk slower, but it's crazy because y'all just like, we just talking. And I'm like, well,
exactly, we just talking.
Like I said, I was walking, because I used to live out there. I lived out there for a year. I went to Georgia State my freshman year of college, and I was walking with my friend, and I was like, yeah, such and such is a dog over there. And she was like, a door? I'm like, a dog? And she's like, a door? I'm like, a dog. She's like, oh, a dog. I'm like, you just gotta say faster.
A dog.
Like, what is it?
You said it fast. Yeah, you said it too fast. Like, one thing about us, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, we talk slow, but there's some places where it's just like, it just gets to a point where you just can't understand. Like, if you're from East Atlanta, like, East Atlanta area, that's a whole nother different way these people be talking. They be talking like, It'd be hard for people to understand, but I be understanding it though because I'm from there. Like shit, I done grew up with this shit. So you feel what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing I ain't never heard before. But really, like East Atlanta folk, they got their own little lingo out there. Like they be speaking their own little language down there. Like it really be.
Have you ever tapped into any other industries besides like being creative? Like, cause I know some people will be like a singer, for instance, like classically trained, but be OC in science. Like, is there anything else that you like felt like you were in?
Yeah, like outside the creative realm?
Yeah.
Oh man. Not really.
No.
Not really. Like I'm a visual artist. I'm an artist just in general. Like everything I do is art. Everything I want to express out to the world is art. So I align myself and align my life through all these different avenues. Like I say, like at first, like before anything, like I think my dream is to be like I want to be in music. I don't know what the hell I want to do in music because I can't play no instrument, can't sing, can't even rap for real. Tried producing, I made like 3 beats and got tired. I'm like, bro, I don't know how these motherfuckers be doing this shit. So I'm talking about sitting on the cat, like I producer friend, they be like, yeah, I just made 8 beats in a day. I'm like, you made who in a what? You did how much in what day?
You can't make one in a freaking hour. That joint is crazy. Some of them really spit a song out and just be like, how did you do that? Like, how do you do that?
People come in the booth, like I seen rappers come in the booth, I ain't got nothing, no notepad, nothing. It's like, yo, I just freestyle every one of my verses and just remember that hoe. I'm like, what you mean you were just remember that hoe? You talking about you came in there with no intentions of what you finna say. You copped the beat, you said what you said, and then you remembered it off bat like that. Man, it's a talent to be in music. Like it's a talent. I always wanted to be involved in music. That's really what started my graphic design. Really, it was music. It was different music videos and stuff like that. Because I remember at the time, I think it was like 2010, 2011, the Yonkers video. Yonkers video came out, and I saw that. I was like, oh, this looks weird, but I like how the camera angles and all that. Because I analyzed it. I was like, oh, I like how, some shots he's out of focus, some shots he's in focus. And the fronting video, Pharrell's fronting video, really, that was a really impactful video on me too. There was another video. It was Busta Rhymes video, all Busta Rhymes videos too. Man, different things he was doing with Hype Williams and all that.
I was gonna say Hype Williams definitely set the face with all of that stuff. And I feel like currently people are starting to try to get back to that a little bit, like with the music videos.
Yeah. Next avenue I'm trying to tackle directing music videos because I have a vision. Like every time I hear music, like I come up with, matter of fact, I even started doing this recently. I come up with little write-ups and little mock-ups of what the hell I want the music video, what the hell I think the music video look like. Like I just completed my
type thing.
Yeah, I just completed mine on I don't know if you know the song Devil in a New Dress by Kanye and Rick Ross. I just completed. I just have everything thought out, like concept, wardrobe, lighting.
You should do it.
You should
do it.
Yeah, and I've always wanted to tackle that avenue because I feel like through music is an expression, music's an experience. So you want your video to also be that experience of how you feel. Because a music video is something tangible now you can feel. Like with music, it's auditory. You can imagine it in your head, but now when you're seeing it in real life, like it really brings everything together. So that's gonna be my next project right now. That's my next avenue I want to go into, directing videos. Hopefully by the end of this year, someone lets me tackle on that video. It might be trash. It might be the first. It might be the trash, but it's all about
like you
exactly. You know what I'm saying? You always got to start somewhere. You gotta always not. You can't be afraid of failure, or you can't be afraid of not being the expert at everything, because we're not always going to be experts at everything. So I want to tackle that and then learn through other people. Just being on set with other directors, seeing how they conduct their own videos. Right. How they set everything up. I would love to do that. Love.
That's what's up. So where do you see yourself in 5 years then?
Oh, 5 years? In 5 years, hopefully I'm not using my college degree, hopefully, because being in college right now, like, I'm just seeing how everything is, and it's just like, this is not the avenue that I want to be in. For me, I think the next 5 years, I want to be able to, I want to be able to, work off my own, get fed off my own. Being able to be a full-time artist, I want to be that. Whether that's me doing photography, graphic design, whether that's me directing videos, whether that's me setting up fashion campaigns, something like that. Whether that's me A&Ring an artist, whether that's me, whatever is in the realm of creativity and anything that has art involved in it. That's what I really want to be able to do. I want to be able to have my own studio, just for when I have an idea. Okay, boom. Photo shoot idea. I bet I'm gonna get these models. I'm gonna get them in my studio. I'm gonna be able to set up my own set right there. Have my own little office front. Be able to put all my productivity in there and be like, okay, yeah, this is my in-house. This is where my sanctuary is. Because trying to mix my personal living space and my office space and then my creative space all in one, it just gets like a whole different, it gets to a point where it's just too much. Like these note cards you see on the back, this is all the little client work I got doing right now. That's for all my goals, and I just wanted to have that in one central place. Like, I want to be able to have that in one place where everything is set up and everything. And now I don't have to be in the mindset of, oh, I gotta sleep here. This has got to be my workplace, and this got to be my creative space. I'll keep it separate and have different mindsets for every little door I enter. That make more sense for me.
Yeah, I'm praying and hoping I know you'll do it for a fact, because I just know, like, especially with our generation, we're very much a do generation. Like, I've noticed that if we say we're gonna do something, we're gonna do it, whether it works out or not. At least you did it, and it might take you to a whole different avenue that you didn't even know you were crazy good at. Like, I do like PR right now, and I write at the same time, but then like I've had classes in like Photoshop and like Premiere Pro and stuff like that. I've made like promo videos. So it's like literally so many different avenues, and I've had so many different experiences because like I randomly fall into different things. So it's like, you never know. And even me doing this, like, never know. I started this because I'm like, you know what? Like, you never know who's gonna like be who. And I would love to have like someone's first interview. Like, I want to dedicate it to all people who aren't like, I don't want a bunch of like celebrities on here type stuff, you know? I want it to be people who are really working at something and really put in the work, because when they blow up, and 5, 10, 15, however much time it takes, I can have this and be like such and such first interview. And it's just
exactly. The crazy fact is, you really are my first interview, like with my whole art. Like, you're my first interview.
Well, there we go. So when you blow up, look.
Exactly.
I'm like, I got the first interview. See, I knew it. I saw it from the start. Exactly. But thank you so much for doing this.
No problem at all. Thank you for even interviewing me. Thank you for even having to listen to my little story and me talk a little bit too much about myself and what I got going on. Thank you for that. I appreciate that for real.
No problem. I wish you the best of luck. We'll still be in touch, of course. So I'll talk to you.
Of course.
All right. Bye.